Why did I use a master ball?
What just happened?
Yeah, how did I get a master ball?
What the
Wait,
fuck?
and it didn't even switch you.
I didn't do anything. I think that was just you using the ball from the turn that I potioned. I'm shifting now. And there's another ball, yeah.
Huh. Interesting. But nose pass is at...
Yeah,
okay. I'm gonna try one thing now, because I'm curious.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna try using a move. Because I think my stats might be wacky right now.
Okay.
So there's a glitch on Sunday when I tested it, and it said they fixed it, but it may have just come up again.
That damage looks correct.
Yeah, that's all right.
And I flinch, of course.
Yeah, that was correct.
Okay.
Okay. I think if I restart my game, we could redo the battle. But I think they're gonna grab the fix really quick.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Do you want to take a break real quick?
All right. Yeah, sure. I can. You hit the bathroom or something. That's all right with me.
Cool.
I think I did save the game right before the badge, anyways. So.
Okay, sick.
Just in case something like this happened.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, what's up? Welcome back. How's the laundry?
It's going, dude. It's so insane that I don't have a dryer. It's so stupid. I literally
You don't have a dryer?
I don't have a room for it in my apartment. Literally.
Oh my god. So you just hang up your stuff?
Get this. I also don't have a dishwasher.
What?
I lose so much time every day.
That is so suboptimal.
Yep. I'm moving next year. I'm gonna move into a bigger apartment, and I'll have both, and I'll feel like a king.
Good stuff. Good stuff. I think they're still looking into it. They're probably just like in a call together, figuring it out.
Yeah, you got it.
They're pretty quick with it. Sorry about this. He makes way too much money to live like that.
True. Oh no, that the chatter's right. They're right. They're on their own.
Are they right? Are they right?
Mm-hmm. And so I'm getting a bigger apartment.
Wait, is it public how much you make? Like, have you ever shared your AdSense?
It depends on the month, but like usually on average, on YouTube I'll make like 10K a month.
Six-figure income?
Yeah.
How are taxes in Germany? Because isn't there like a weird streaming thing?
No, it's just like we pay a lot of fucking taxes. Yeah, it's pretty bad for streamers actually. Yeah, because we pay. It's the Mehrwertsteuer. Germans will know what it is, but basically, we pay like 20% on everything, and then just pay regular income tax as well. Or 19%, I guess. It's bad.
Wow.
So yeah, I basically lose half my income to taxes, but it's still like the thing is I live in an apartment that costs 800 euros a month right now.
Oh, okay.
So like I definitely have room to upgrade. Yeah.
Not too bad. Fair enough. That's cool. Okay. Yeah. When I got the tax treaty, so
yeah.
stuff. So it's all pretty straightforward. So what does PokemonChallenges mean? That's the person I'm streaming with.
Yeah, it's confusing. For specifically that.
For specifically this situation, it is a little bit confusing.
Take my kiss, love.
I thought the lack of a space would make it clearer. Taxes are always a nightmare. They are. They're awful. English in chatter. Whoever that was, banned.
Yeah, it's not like in my chat where you're allowed a couple of German messages as long as you're not always talking in German.
Actually, Wednesday used to be It used to allow German.
Yeah.
In chat. Because of the one challenge that chat made me do, where I had to play in German and I couldn't Google anything, and I don't know any German. I know some German now. I guess some words from context. I can't say them out loud.
Yeah, it's hard. Well, the wonderful thing about German is we actually have very consistent pronunciation. So you know how in English, if a word is written B-O-W, that could be bow or bow, right?
Yes.
That shit does not exist in German. If a German word is written out and you know German, then you instantly know how it's pronounced.
Okay.
It's actually really handy because I use that as a trick to remember how certain English words are spelled. So, if I, because I can never remember how to spell like let's say it's like beautiful or something, right? Like what are the vowels in that, right? I just remember how I would pronounce it in German, and then I know how to spell it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I think they fixed it. I'm gonna
Sick.
just close the game really quick, and I'll download the patch, apply the patch, and then we're good to go. Oh wait, it randomly stopped working for him. Never mind. Could be another second or two.
Shout out to the devs.
Yes. Huge shout out. I mean, I can't imagine like the pressure right now.
Yeah.
It'd be overwhelming, so.
Wait, he muted himself. Uh-oh.
Oh, sorry, I bumped the thing.
Wait.
I think it was with you. I think
Yeah.
because it was like definitely like a full evening.
Yep.
And then I'm not sure if there was another evening where did.
The barware was somehow invisible to the bartender. That was fun.
Yeah, you were just standing there for like 30 minutes, and then someone like else walked up and got it in like 10 seconds.
Yep.
Crazy. Yeah. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, that was the at the Atriarch thing, right?
Yeah. It was after
Yeah.
the mixer.
Yeah, that was good.
Definitely my main takeaway from this TwitchCon, because this is the first one that I went to like a lot of like big streamer parties and stuff with, is like you go to like the official industry mixers or whatever, and those are really boring, but there is always going to be a place to go afterwards where a lot of cool people go to, and those parties are really fun. That happened after like the Team Liquid party as well. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Those are the after parties to the public events are the things. The HRI thing. Oh yeah, HRI just had like a meeting.
Yeah.
Went and hung out there for a little bit. Ended up chatting in the back rooms.
That's good.
I'm gonna be honest. So we ended up having like a sitting at like a table.
Yeah.
And like everyone at the table ended up was like, it's like, so I have ADHD. And then everyone else at the table was like, oh my god, me. And there were like 7 there.
No, like creator meetups are literally like ADHD meetups. It's like I think this job hyper selects for people with ADHD actually. Like yeah, we talked about that a little bit because first of all, we're really bad at office jobs, and we're like really good at just hyper focusing on one thing and like doing that for hours and hours and hours and hours. Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting because like all at once, everyone was like, "Oh my god, me too."
Yep.
Silent, and then someone was like, "So ADHD, right?"
Yeah.
And then like an hour-long conversation about it kind of went off. It was funny to just see. Yeah, that was good. It was a lot better than my first TwitchCon, because the first TwitchCon I was with like 5 or 6 friends. All of them canceled. I went solo.
Oh, that
I had
to
like
me once, yeah.
I just got partnered and
it sucks.
Didn't yeah. Or like, your generation is really overdiagnosed with ADHD. Wait, okay, we'll respond to that later. But where are you going?
Yeah, that happened to me at TwitchCon Berlin in 2019. I was gonna have an Airbnb with like 5 people, and like 4 of them canceled. And then like I was basically alone at the con for most of the time. But like, I think I'm pretty decent at like meeting new people because I moved a lot when I was a kid. And like that like super well equipped me. I think we talked about this a little bit that night actually. It super well equipped me to like meet new people and like talk up new people and stuff. And I met like that TwitchCon that I was basically alone walking around the con. I met like so many cool people.
Yeah, I ended up like I forced myself to talk to people. I was feeling anxious as hell, but I ended up like I talked to some people. I sat down at a table that like two guys were sitting at. Sat down and it's like, hey, you know, what are your guys' names? They lift up their tags and it's Fit MC, who's like a Minecraft guy.
Oh yeah.
And Ant Venom.
Oh shit.
Who I watched growing up, and I was like, oh, I had no idea that.
Yeah.
So I tried to not like find. I was like, oh, cool. Like, what do you guys do?
It's one of the coolest moments is when you meet like a creator whose videos you watch, and you find out they watch your videos too.
That's so sick.
Yeah, it's super super cool.
He had never heard of me. But I mean, after that though, he did end up making a video for one of my channels. He did make a video for Lowest Percent, so we did end up doing some collab stuff. And we're on a team in the Minecraft event soon now.
Yeah,
we got it's pretty cool. Yeah, but it was interesting. I met some cool people there though. Like there's who did I meet from the Pokemon community? I followed them there. Like basically anyone that like took the time to talk to me, I just like whenever they're real cool. I think they're great. Yeah.
To me, it was super sick because I went to that Team Liquid party or whatever, and then there was like an after party at someone's like Airbnb, and it's just like it started out with like just like 12 people walking over from the Team Liquid party. I didn't really know any of them, and then I was already really drunk at this point because the Team Liquid party had free drinks.
Yes,
and we were at this like it was this insane like rooftop penthouse Airbnb, insanely modern, 2 stories. On the roof there's another little apartment building that just has like one room for one person. There's a fucking hot tub, there's 2 fireplaces. It's crazy, right? And it's all like a fever dream, and I'm just hanging out there, and slowly more and more people arrive at this party, and they become more and more famous. It's like, oh shit, it's this streamer, oh shit, it's this big streamer, oh shit, Bjergsen is sitting next to me on the couch right now, and I'm talking to him what's happening, and I'm just...
Was that the guy? Wait, Bjergsen, did he give out ice cream? Was that the ice cream guy?
He might have done something with Team Liquid for that.
Does he play League?
Like yeah, he's a League of Legends pro,
Yeah, he gave me free ice cream.
Yeah. And I'm just there with like my 2 friends who are more like not even full-time streamers, right? Like it's not even their job. They're just there because they got invited to the Team Liquid party. And I'm just looking at them and it's like, this is getting so crazy because like more and more like famous people start like rummaging into this Airbnb, and I meet like it was super crazy. It was all like a fever dream. That was really fun.
Is a mid-league player, so he's not that good.
I think people consider him like the best mid laner that NA has ever had. No.
Oh, mid laner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, you know what I'm talking about.
Okay. Yeah, I think I was invited to that. I got the message at 11, but I'd fallen asleep at 8.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I did not make it. Yeah.
No, it was a really fun event. Also, just like it's also just like fun, like because I did a little like community meetup, and that's always fun as well, right? Because like my main thing was I was super anxious that nobody would show up, and then like when a lot of people showed up for the meetup, that was like really relieving and really fun.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah. Also, someone was saying like earlier we were gonna revisit. They're like your generation is overdiagnosed with ADHD.
Yeah.
I think people said that about like left-handed people when, and then like, oh no, people were just more.
Yeah, there's that super famous graph that like shows the amount of left-handed people over time, right? And it's just like it rises when like people stop like, and it's also it's like
probably
people
a situation like that.
Yeah,
I imagine like some. Let's continue, sorry.
Yeah, we're getting like a better understanding more and more of how brains work and stuff like that, and that's why like certain disorders are like being more diagnosed because we're better at like finding them, like right. It just kind of makes sense. Like obviously, to be fair, like right, there is still like conversation even in the professional field among like psychiatrists and stuff like that who say like what exactly are the diagnosis criteria, and are certain doctors maybe more likely to prescribe than others, blah blah blah. It's good to have conversations like that, right? But like it's also important to realize that like this is something that we're like learning to understand more and to understand better, which is why more and more people are getting diagnosed with it. It's not like it's just like a fad or like fashionable or whatever, right? These are real symptoms that real people struggle with every day, right?
Yeah. The one thought that I have over that though is like what's the deal with left-handed people? Like just stop.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Like you're not just use your right hand.
Yeah.
What's the big deal?
Did you know that you have a dominant eye as well as a dominant hand?
Oh yeah, it's for sure the right one.
Yeah.
No wait. When I get tired, one eye closes, which means that must be the dominant eye.
There's like a way to test it. I think I forgot how it works.
Yeah, it's like you have like 2 things, and you like I can't remember. How do you test, chat?
One chatter just said, "You look like you're left-handed, SmallAnt." Honestly, I don't know why, but I agree with this person.
I'm actually ambidextrous.
Oh shit!
Not really. I'm right-handed. I got bored in university and I started writing notes with my left hand, so I can actually write pretty neat with my left hand. was like, it'd be cool if I just.
Dude, my handwriting was always bad. I recently had like tried writing something down, and I was like, this is like I haven't written something down on paper in so long. It's like
I know
not readable. What the fuck? Like
I know I had to write a location for a package. So I accidentally like I ordered a graphics card and I accidentally got sent 2. And I was like, well, I'll send it to one of my editors because they need one. Yeah. And he lives in Germany, I think. Right? Germany?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. And so I had to write it down. And I remember like lifting up the pen and I was like, I've forgotten how to write.
Yeah,
like
it's insane.
It took me a minute to get used to.
Or like filling out like a form with like, dude, when they make me do that with handwriting, Jesus Christ. I don't envy the people that have to read that shit.
Yeah. Update. They know what's going on at this point. They are applying the fix. Should just be another few minutes. Sorry about the delays, chat. I know there was a hype moment with the gym and everything, but we gotta do it for real because I think the gym battle is
the main content point. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. We got to make sure this is good.
Yep.
I commented how you can test your dominant eye. Okay. I notice when I get tired, one of my eyes just close. So okay, put your thumb on an object and close one eye. Whichever eye choose. Your thumb on the object. Whichever I choose, your thumb on the object is the dominant.
Whoop whoop back from TwitchCon.
I don't know what they're trying to say.
One person in my chat said, you put one finger pointed up in front of your face, you close either eye, and if the finger moves, the other eye is your dominant. If your finger doesn't move, that's your dominant eye.
My finger isn't moving.
My finger is also not moving.
Oh, wait, like...
Oh, as in... Oh, in your field of vision, it moves. I think that's what they're saying. It's also not moving.
Yeah, it's not doing anything, chat. I don't know. Extend your arms out in front of you and create a triangular opening between... Placing your hands together at 45 degrees. Both eyes open. Center this triangular opening on a distant object, such as a wall clock or a doorknob. Close your left eye. If that object stays centered, your right eye is the dominant one.
Ah, yeah, okay. Yeah, that works for me. My right eye is dominant.
Okay, it must be a more distant object.
Streamer man, will there be any
Put
more
your elbows
CK+
together
content
behind
in
your
the near
back?
future?
What?
Both of them move.
Wait, really? Does one move more than the other?
No, like I'm looking, it's at the center of my vision. One eye, I close the other eye, it's on the other edge of the...
Sick.
What does that mean, Chad?
Means you have no dominant eye.
But does that mean I just have, like...
Your eyes are full, that's not, you just don't have a dominant eye.
It means you're blind? Further, it's like 30 feet away, Chad. That's a long hallway. Try it without glasses? Well, now I just can't see anything. I couldn't even tell if it's moved. Move your arms further away from your body. I can't just detach my arms, chat. Well, so, you got any cool projects you're working on in the that you're excited for?
So my main thing that I'm excited for that we're gonna work on next is I think Pokemon randomizers are shit right now, and I think we can make a better one.
Like balancing?
Yeah.
How so?
Very, very broad stuff. Like in randomizers, enemy trainers, their Pokemon always have level up movesets. Level up movesets are stupid. Making custom movesets for Pokemon at like each level range, right? Would be really cool. Making them more competitive, kind of like the random battles in Showdown, right? Doing a better job at like balancing out level curves and like item distribution around the map and stuff like that. Doing stuff like removing EVs and then like having just a set amount of like protein or like vitamins throughout the map that you can use and allocate, set amount of heart scales, blah blah blah. Just making just making like a randomizer that's like really fun to Nuzlocke, basically. Doing all the quality of life features like infinite candies and potions, maybe implement level caps and stuff like that. Would be really, really cool because once we have that, right, there's so much you can literally just throw up. If it's like a good randomizer, you can always throw that up and it will always be fun. It's infinite content. Yeah.
That's a good way to do it then. Yeah, those sound like real good changes.
Yeah.
Because I think actually I have lied. I did lie. I have done a Nuzlocke on Pokemon Emerald now that I think about it.
Yeah.
It was a randomized Nuzlocke of Pokemon Emerald. I played it on my phone at work.
You also did one with CJ, right? I reacted to that.
Oh, I did. Yeah, we did do that. It was randomized though, so it's different.
True.
But the one that I did at work, I just got a Mewtwo. So, or no, it was a Deoxys. It was a Deoxys. Yeah, and so that it just was easy. Wasn't an issue. Any stuff you haven't reacted to yet that you need to react to?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna probably do a reaction after the stream to RT Games' Nuzlocke. It's 5 hours long, but I had my editor cut it down to 1 hour.
Oh, nice. That's good. Editing RT's content.
Yep.
Cool. I'm working on the Ludluck vid. I think after I have like 3 videos that require scripts, and so I think
those are
the one I'm working.
Those are so it takes so much time, dude. Like, yeah, it requires so much like motivation to get up and actually start writing a script. I think for the Nuzlocke videos it really works, right? Like I have one of those too for my. I'm probably gonna make 2 of those for my garbage green runs.
Okay.
Which is the raw mech that I had made. Do both like a wipe compilation and the winning run and commentate those 2 with like a script. And I really it feels so much better to take a lot of time with a script and make it like really good, and you can be like proud of it rather than like bang it out in like one session.
Yeah, I feel like there's, I don't know, a lot of the times the videos that I've done that have performed the best are the scripts that I banged out in one session.
Really?
Like there's my most viewed video of all time. It's a Mario video that it's like a the minimum captures history of like minimum captures. Yeah, that one so Linkus and I have the channel together, right? And Linkus we're trying to figure out when to start it, and I was like, okay, I'll have it done for this Friday, and it was Thursday, and I hadn't started. It's like, okay, planned out the whole video, did the script, did all the footage, threw it up, and I mean, I was like, I think I hope it's good. Yeah, and apparently it's better than.
Okay, here's a theory: if you can quickly write the script, that probably means it's very interesting, and it captures you like very quickly. And you can, if you can like very easily bang out a script in one day for it, that means it's so interesting and so easy to write on that it's probably easier to watch and more interesting to watch as well. Does that make sense?
That's true, yeah. I guess that's a good point.
Right?
Never thought of that. Oh god. It's taking me forever to write Skyblock.
Are you going to do a scripted video on Skyblock?
Yeah, I'm in the last quarter of the script now, but it's taken a while because I mean it's 200 hours of footage. I mean you probably know from Nuzlocke stuff, but it's
I think Emerald Kaizo was like 500 hours of footage or something. Yeah, actually more than it's actually I think it's 1,000 hours. Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, it's like 1,100 hours. Yeah. Yeah. So the reason this worked so well is I have an editor who after every stream will just cut out the highlights of that stream, all the fights and everything, and have those as like Twitch highlights already done, right? So my content, so those 1,000 hours were already like very, very, very heavily pre-segmented and titled and like cataloged before the editor for Emerald Kaizo started editing it.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
You did a video for the successful run, right?
Yes.
I guess writing just for a successful run isn't as bad. Like one run.
And another thing that I do that really helps me with my scripts, because it's really hard to get motivated to just sit down and start. Before I start on a script, I have one of my mods. I pay them to go through the footage of the run and just write down into a Word document like what happened factually, right? And then like with like all the fights and what happened and what was important, all the encounters, blah blah blah. So I just have all the information in front of me, and I just can turn that into then like a readable actual script.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Cool. I think the struggle for me is just starting.
Yeah. No.
Like
that's
if
it's ADHD, baby. Yeah.
yeah, like if I start, I'm there.
Yep.
Like for a couple of hours. I was streaming on my alt to like give me pressure to actually do it, and that helped a lot actually.
Yeah.
But like once I start, I like bang a lot of it out. Unless there's like 200 hours of footage to look through, and then you get distracted looking through different sections. Yeah. Just starting it.
Yeah, my editor was saying the documentation that she was given is like save her like days of editing because like if the footage is like very well categorized, right, that's a lot easier.
Yeah, that helped a lot. I know when I did the lowest percent video for the Mario stuff, like I wrote out the script and then I made a spreadsheet of all the clips that I needed to record.
Yeah.
And just having those ready made the editing so much faster.
Yeah, I get that for sure.
Yeah.
One of the worst things is when you realize months later that a certain thing that you need for a video you lost the footage for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've started locally recording everything.
Yep.
So I think I have like 8 terabytes right now.
Yeah, same.
Of footage.
Yeah.
I need to start clearing some of it out.
Yep.
But
I always clear it after I have like a full video of something up. But yeah, it's because this actually happened to us last time we collabed when we did a map randomizer and I messed up the audio.
Right.
And after that, I started locally recording everything because if you locally record, you also have the split like audio channels for everything. So if one thing was like too loud or too like quiet, right, you can always adjust that in post as well.
Mm-hmm. There was a video recently with Mario where we did hide and seek tag, right? We've been doing that a lot.
Yeah.
And one person accidentally played Dream Manhunt music on every channel at max volume on their stream and just didn't notice. It was just the whole thing was and then another person didn't have any of their audio channels separated, and we talked over each other a lot that stream.
Yeah.
It took an extra like probably I'd say 16 hours to fix the audio.
Yep.
Like the audio channel stuff is so nice. Now, especially now that it's just built into OBS, it's great.
Yeah, it's super good. Once you have it set up, especially for like sometimes I want to play like, especially during like when I was doing my subathon stuff. Sometimes I just need to listen to some fucking liquid drum and bass or some shit. You know what I mean? And like to just like separate that audio stream out and have it not be muted in the VOD. Blah blah blah. It's like really really nice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think they are almost done, by the way. They said they're pretty confident we know what's going on at this point in there. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Sick. How are you feeling about YouTube streams right now?
I'm probably gonna do like one a week just because on like Fridays, but I want to make them like events because you kind of need to make YouTube streams more because you have to compete with.
That's what it seems like.
YouTube videos. Yeah. So gonna have to make them like events.
Yeah. It'll be really interesting. I think to see for you what that does to your viewership.
I think as long as I do events, it'll be a lot higher than Twitch. That's just how it's gonna go.
100% agree. Yeah, absolutely.
I wouldn't. Yeah.
I've actually seen like mid to large size streamers just like switch over to YouTube. Like they just switched for like that day that Twitch was down, and they just like got better. Like I know someone who got like 300 viewers on Twitch, 300, 400 viewers on Twitch. They just went to YouTube because Twitch was down for one day, and now they just consistently have 600-700. Like if they have a successful YouTube channel, like
yeah, viewership isn't everything. The people on YouTube wouldn't member enough or whatever it's called.
I personally really like. It's just also because that's kind of where I came from. But like, I really like Twitch chat culture.
Yeah,
I think YouTube chat would like piss me off. Because like if I think about like the comments I get on YouTube and then I think about translating that into a chat, I don't know. I feel like Twitch chat is just a little bit more. They're just cool. Like, of course, there's dumb fucks there too, right? But like, I don't know. There's
more
like
aware of how streaming works.
There's a certain culture to it that I really enjoy, which makes me kind of want to stick with Twitch for a bit.
I mean, I've watched some of Ludwig's streams, and I think his chat is on Twitch. Like, everybody eventually gets kind of how it works.
Yeah, it's possible.
But, yeah. If you saw esports chats, you would throw up. If any like high level gameplay chat, they're
Yeah.
just toxic as hell. Yeah.
Twitch chat during League Worlds is kind of fun. I'm not gonna lie. There's some quality copy pastas and stuff. I do enjoy that. It's usually pretty funny.
Yeah. Yeah. I sometimes cosplay, roleplay as like Twitch chatters in like random speedrun chats.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, sometimes I get it why Twitch chatters are so brain dead, because sometimes it's just fun to like turn off your brain and like I definitely like going to my friends' streams and just being like a really annoying Twitch chatter.
Yeah, like that's I do it for like a couple of minutes. Like, I'm done annoying you.
Dude, my
like
favorite one of my favorite bits is going if like a friend of mine is doing a speedrun or whatever, and it's very obviously not world record pace. Like they're just like very casually playing the game, just going in and asking if it's world record pace.
Yeah, it's just world record. For me, it's I just come up with like a copy pasta. It's like, you're not fooling anyone. It's pretty like you walked around that corner and already knew it was. Come on, like this isn't like a real speed run. Come on, you already know what's coming up. How do you know what's coming up, huh? Like, what's the big deal? Sick. Like you're.
I love that.
Yeah. Or like they do a strat and it's like question mark. Like, how do you know it was there?
That's so sick. We're being very bad.
Oh yeah.
We're being very bad influences on our chat right now.
No, the thing is though, we can do that because we have check marks and they know we're kidding, right?
Yeah.
If so, that's the one advantage you have with the check mark. There's no advantages anymore.
Yep.
Like literally, they have made affiliates and part exactly the same, especially including income.
True.
The only advantage we get is we can type stupid shit in chat and people will understand that we're just joking around.
Sometimes I watch a lot of like League of Legends streams, especially like fall asleep or something, and I really like watching like small streamers that just play like that are like really really good at one champion, and it's like a really niche champion or something. So I watch a lot of like these streamers that like don't have a lot of viewers, and it's always I don't want to write in their chat sometimes with my like main account, because it's like, first of all, like there's always one guy in chat who like notices me, and that's like cringe. And then maybe the person, sometimes you see the thing where like you write something in their chat and you see them like looking over on their other monitor, clicking on your name and looking at your profile and stuff like that because you have a check mark. I don't know, it makes you feel really self-conscious.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I turn the check mark off and when someone's like, "Are you the real SmallAnt?" It's like, no, the L's are capitalized.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay. I'm just a big fan. I think if my alt ever gets partnered, I think I might just make it SmallAnt, but SmaiiAnt, just for fun.
Oh yeah.
And then, yeah. Or yeah, SmallAnt Mom's Son is also an option.
Do you have any social media where you're trying to get the name SmallAnt and somebody has it on lock?
Yeah, on Instagram.
Oh fuck, dude, I think Instagram's really hard to get.
I have a way, but I am waiting for a government form to come through.
I see. Okay.
Because they live in the same country as me. Okay, so it's related to like trademarks and stuff, right?
Ah, I see. Okay. That's super interesting.
Yeah, so like I have like trademark lawyers that I contacted. I sent them the form, and they're like, this was at the start of COVID. Like because of COVID stuff, it's backed up a little bit. It'll probably take like 9 months to get a response back.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, sounds good. So they do their thing, and a year and a half later, they come back. I get a call, like, hello, this is Tanner. Yeah, this is Tanner. Like, so the person that was supposed to file your trademark application actually moved to a different firm on the week that they were supposed to do that, and they didn't do it.
Nice.
The waiting time is now 2 years.
Nice.
So I'm still waiting on that. Started it 2.5 years ago.
I had a sponsor. I'm not gonna reveal who, but
Pokemon
we were
Yeah.
working with them
Pokemon
for a
2.
while, and then I was like, so can we renew the deal or whatever? And my agency's like, yeah, let me get in contact with them. And then they didn't reply for a while, and then like a month later, my agency comes back and they're like, yeah, so our contact at that sponsor was fired, and we have nobody else to talk to there.
Oh my god.
And it's like, okay, why were they fired? Okay.
Oh man. Oh man.
They were a good sponsor. I liked them. And now they're just.
That's so sad. That is heartbreaking.
I
No connection.
Yeah, I love when I get like an offer from a sponsor that I actually use. This has happened twice to me where I've gotten an offer from a sponsor that I actually like use myself every day, and they somehow fell through. Like I've been I had an offer for an Audible sponsorship once, and I'm actually like really big into audiobooks. I listen to them a lot, and I think I have a really good I have a lot of like good book recommendations, and that's like really easy to sell, right? If you have like a good pitch for a book that you like, you can like use that to do an ad for Audible, and like I will literally like talk about books that I like on stream sometimes, right? And it's just like attaching that is really really easy. If it's a product that you actually really like and really use, it's the easiest thing in the world to sell.
Yeah.
Somehow that never came through. I was really disappointed with that. Those are like the best.
I've actually never taken a sponsorship before.
Yeah, I've noticed. Yeah.
But the thing is, I got a sponsorship email the other week for a game that I'm gonna play anyways. But I don't know how to respond to the email because I've never taken a sponsorship before. So I'm like, yes, they said like I think all I need to like yes, they said the offer and like how much they were gonna pay me and all the deliverables already. I'm not sure if I just say yes, I'll take it, or like do they?
Probably, yeah. The thing is, I've been working with an agency ever since I started like getting big. Like that was one of the first things I did was sign up with an agency, and like so I actually have never had personal contact with sponsors. That's like the job of the agency, right? If you like want to do more stuff like that in the future, you 100% should get an agency.
I'll just
because they take like all that out of you, and most importantly, they like actually look for people that want to work with you, right?
All right. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. We'll see, because the
thing is like it doesn't like. Basically, the way that agencies work. Wait, have you seen BoJack Horseman, the show?
I have seen the first season.
Okay, so I don't think this comes up in the first season, but there's a running joke in the show about how nobody knows the difference between a manager and an agent. But it's actually like the important thing to understand is that an agent and an agency is like their job is just to get you deals, and they get a percentage of that, versus management you actually pay like monthly to do like stuff for you, right? They work like your entire like presence and stuff like that, and often they'll like manage like social media for you and stuff like that, whereas an agency literally is just they don't take any money from you, they just take a cut from like the deals that you actually get, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so like even if you never accept a deal, you don't lose any money from having an agency, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. Good to know. Good information to have.
Yeah.
That's what Off-Brand wants to do. No, Off-Brand is running the events, I think.
Yeah,
they run events.
A little different.
Yeah.
They're a little bit more specific. Like I don't think they just want to be agency number 565 in the space, right? They're a little bit more.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't taken any sponsorships, chat, because like I don't need the money. It's
that makes sense.
I really don't. Like I have I'm doing well, but I'm gonna be running some events coming soon, and hiring people is very expensive.
For sure. Personally, I don't really need the money as well. I do well without. I really like the reason I do like long-term sponsorships is I really like that they keep me accountable. They keep me accountable to upload.
Oh, okay.
Right, because I just have a deal with like Nord. And obviously, I guess I'm not supposed to talk about the details, but basically it just means that like I have motivation to upload because there is actually a deadline for my YouTube videos, right? Because otherwise
that would help me a lot, actually. Yeah, maybe
because,
I gotta take some.
Otherwise there is no deadline for my videos ever, so I could just procrastinate them forever in theory, right?
Yeah. ping them, see how it's going. See
for
if
sure.
they're able to get it today. I don't want to hold you up for too long.
I literally, I was gonna drive down to my girlfriend today, but I'm delaying that for a day, so I have infinite time today.
Infinite, okay.
Yes.
I will ping and ask how it's going.
We're just doing the SmallAnt podcast in the meantime.
Yeah, it just turned into a temporary 45-minute podcast.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Do you have any podcasts that you like listening to?
I have not listened to any podcasts recently. I used to listen to there's a podcast that Northern Lion and Dan Giesling had.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
They would just talk about content creation stuff.
Uh-huh.
And I would listen to that just to hear their perspectives, because
for sure.
There's a lot of stuff that they do that I was interested in hearing about, but they ended up stopping that. I think they got busy and Al had a kid.
Oh yeah, makes sense. I'm a big podcast and audiobook person because part of my ADHD stuff is I always require a minimum amount of stimulation. So if I'm driving, if I'm doing chores, if I'm literally doing anything, even if I'm falling asleep, I need something that's playing in the background. And podcasts and audiobooks are really good for me with that. Yeah.
That's be a good way to do it. I usually just blast music. Usually that's my base, or have a video on it all.
Yeah. No, I do that a lot too. Yeah. It's really interesting for me, specifically with falling asleep, because it needs to be such a specific amount of stimulation that it gives, because it can't be too interesting, because otherwise you'll stay awake, but it can't be too boring, because otherwise your brain is okay, I need more activity right now. Usually I like videos where people talk a lot about things that aren't super relevant to me, but kinda. There's a YouTube channel called Dueling Logs, and they just talk about Yu-Gi-Oh cards and rank specific Yu-Gi-Oh cards and stuff like that. It's just I really don't care about Yu-Gi-Oh, but I know enough about it where this is kind of interesting, and they also play relaxing music in the background, so it's perfect.
That's exactly me with Northern Lion Isaac videos.
Oh yeah.
He did them every day, so he had nothing to talk about, but he just talks anyways, and just says stuff, and it's enough where it's you don't need to focus on it.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, I don't think I've watched all of his videos, but I don't think I've watched them past the 2-minute mark.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah. No, there's certain, or I used to watch the streamer Kriparian and his videos. He does Hearthstone content back in the day. He's also one of the classic fall asleep to kind of streams.
Yeah. I hear the name Northern Lion everywhere. I've never watched him. Does he just do similar content to you guys? No, he does variety. He's just really good at talking. He's just a really witty guy that is he can make anything interesting. I watched him do crossword puzzle videos for the longest time, and it's good. Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's so insane. I had to delete TikTok off of my phone. It's actually crazy.
Whenever I open it to check the analytics on my channel, I lose an hour.
Exactly.
Minimum.
That's exactly what it was for me. Yep. I just have I have an editor that uploads for me. I don't look at it ever, and I can't open it on my phone because if I do, I will lose time.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Yeah. That's fair enough.
And my algorithm isn't even good. I don't even get good videos. It's just fuck, man. It's so bad. It's so tempting. This is the future of dude. I think about this so much about how I'm so glad that we didn't have smartphones when I was in high school. Cause I was already there's no way I would have been able to focus on anything ever if I had the distractions back then that I have now. I would have just never gotten anything done. Which I still didn't, but at least I did more interesting stuff, playing a lot of StarCraft 2. Whereas if I just would have spent all my time doom scrolling on social media back then, I would have been fucked, man.
Yeah, that's fair. I didn't get internet until I was 16, and my
that's
phone was
crazy, really.
Yeah, I lived in a small town that, and I was out of that small town. It was a population of 3K, and so I didn't have internet, and so what I think I just I played Pokemon a lot.
Yeah.
some like maybe Minecraft, Little Big Planet. Those are like the games that I.
That's insane.
So like when I went to school, I remember despite not being able to focus, I did pretty well in school, anyways. But like my math class, I remember the first day I went into my like grade 12 math, I brought Pokemon Emerald.
Yeah.
And I was just like playing through like a playthrough. I was building like a good team. And I ended up, he was obviously like, you know, noticed me doing it. He's like, put that away. I was like, okay. So the next day I brought it. He's like, put that away. Next day I brought it, put that away. But he noticed that I like was doing fine in the class. And so he just gave up and just let me play Pokemon Emerald. So I like every day that like math class was my Pokemon Emerald session.
Yeah.
Like for my other classes that the teachers were a little less tolerant, I'd bring like a Rubik's Cube and just do that. Yeah, I just like do it quietly.
No, I think I actually remember having a Rubik's Cube in class as well. Just having something to do. This is so ADHD, right? You need something to do with your hands at all times. It's really important. Yeah, that's why I have like, a bunch of those stupid like ADHD toys lying around my house because I fucking need that shit, really bad. It's like, it's just like that. You need like a very specific amount of stimulation, and like class does not. It's so crazy to think about nowadays when I think back that like. When I think back of how much ADHD I have, that they just expected me, or expected all of us, to sit down and just listen to somebody talk about something you don't give a fuck about for 45 minutes, 1.5 hours straight, and expect me not to like to freak out. Like I could never do that nowadays. Like I would be unable. Like. That idea, it sounds like torture to me when I think about it now. Like,
yeah, I think what I would what were some of the classes that were like I was really, I feel like wood shop and like mechanics.
Yeah.
Like that stuff, I was so far ahead because it was like something to do all the time. Like there was a very clear goal. It's like, okay, you have to do this thing right here. You know, that's easy enough. I feel like those classes I was like far ahead in, but other classes.
I've developed a little like this is the only like very bad financial habit that I have is I have a Lego addiction.
Nice.
I really like, especially because with the way it contrasts with the job of being a content creator, I really like just being able to sit down and have very specific instructions on what you have to do for the next 4 hours. You know what I mean? That's really nice. Like, to just like, because I can turn my brain off, I can put on a show or a podcast or an audiobook or whatever, and just like hours will burn away. Just like focusing on that and doing that and just doing instruction after instruction, step after step after step. Because we can't do that, right? Like we have to always come up with me talking about how hard of a job it is to play video games every day for way too much money.
Content creation is harder than your night.
Yes. Yes. Like it's not obviously this is like the best job in the world. I can't imagine doing anything else, and like we're insanely fucking lucky, right? But like there is some things where it's like it does take a lot out of you to like basically always have to be the person who decides what you have to do next, right? Mm-hmm. But it also gives you a lot of agency, which is really nice.
You know what I've noticed actually? I've had probably, I think by definition, the shittiest job in the world in the past.
Yeah.
Like I worked as a septic truck swamper.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah.
Which it like you like remove human waste from a hole in the ground. Like that was my job. So like, and I had like physical. I was in like some. I don't, it's basically construction. I don't know what else to call it, or like I like repairing a building's foundation kind of thing. Like I did those kind of jobs. So I've kind of done both sides. I was never in like public facing. Like what's the word? It's like I never worked in like a grocery store or anything like that, or like as a cashier. But
like
the difference that I've retail or customer service, like anything like that. Yeah, I was never. But the one thing that I've noticed, there's definitely, I wouldn't say content creation is harder. It's just different. Like in a regular job like that, you just go home physically exhausted.
Yeah.
Just exhausted. With this one, I feel like there's a lot more mental strain. Like there's a lot more just stress. Like you just feel pressure all the time.
Yeah, because you don't clock out, right? Like
Yeah.
Yeah, you could theoretically always be working, and you would always benefit from that work, right? So it feels really bad to not work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different. I think there's positives and negatives to everything. I would prefer this over anything else, though. That's for sure.
Yeah. I'm a really bad and annoying person to talk to about this because I'm super fucking privileged. I've never worked a real job in my life. I just it was just school, college, and then living.
Wait, how old are you?
I'm 27.
Okay.
I just went to college my entire adult life and lived with my parents, so I never had to pay rent.
Nice.
Yeah. It's I will say, I really dislike the stigma against living with your parents because I'm definitely in the position that I am in because I had the opportunity to live with my parents for so long.
Oh yeah.
It's like, I think you should do it for as long as you can, basically, like, as long provided that you're actually like growing something and working on something and working on like doing something and building something up, right? But like a lot of people, like if your parents suck, if you're like obviously it's different if you have a better relationship or something like that. But if you can and you get along, like a lot of people will just move out and have to get like an additional job that really sucks just to pay rent just because they would like want like I don't know. It's
not moving forward.
Yeah.
It's a huge advantage to be able to be supported by your parents. Yeah, if that's in the cards. As long as you're not like laying flat doing nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Little Zed mentioned me in his podcast the other day.
He's a Smash
I'll write that
dude,
down.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He comes up a lot. I think we have like a shared audience. I feel like his name comes up a lot. Yeah, moving out is like flushing 1K a month that you could use to like save for your future, but yeah.
Somebody in my chat asked, how do you manage the being able to work all the time thing? I might have to do the same. Well, I'm a really bad person to ask because I just go on hiatus for like 2 months when I feel burned out. But
I mean, personally, I just work all the time.
Yeah.
Like I have 10 different things that I can work on, and at least one of those things I'll be interested in working on at any point in time. So like, and they'd stuff that some of the things I'd likely just be doing anyways. Like when I was super into Minecraft speedrunning, I'd end stream. I just end stream and like do Minecraft speedruns for like 8 more hours.
Yeah.
Like I'd do that anyways, even if I wasn't streaming.
No, I get it. I thought about I play so much League now. I thought about just streaming that, but I have nothing to fucking... I have no value to add to that scene, you know what I mean? I'm just suck shit and like...
Yeah. You got to stand out a hell of a lot to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have a question. Wait, have you edited any of your videos? Or have you always had it?
Yeah, I used to. But it was the very first... As soon as I could afford to, it was the first thing I outsourced because I hated it. It was never fun for me. I know you're different about that. I know you still do a lot, or you at least used to like edit your on YouTube videos for a really long time. Yeah. To me, it just felt so time consuming, and like I would get like I would procrastinate a lot, and I would never have fun doing it. So it was the very first thing that I outsourced as soon as I could afford to.
Yeah, I think for me, I started editing, and I didn't want to give up because I was like, I don't have confidence that anyone else will do it like I do. Yeah,
I totally get that. That's how I still am with my thumbnails. Like I'm probably gonna always. But the thing is with my thumbnails is like I have a lot of fun making thumbnails. I think it's really fun.
Yeah. To
like try around and send it over to people and stuff like that, right? Talk about it. Whereas editing is just like, it's just labor. I feel like it's just like you have to like put in a lot of hours. Whereas thumbnails is like, okay, you can sit down for like a couple hours and make it, and yeah, I don't know. It depends. I think editing can be similar, right? And editing style is definitely really important. I think I underrated it a lot in like my early days of being a YouTuber. Like I think my thumbnails and titles were really good for a while, but my editing was really shit. And that's something that I've changed a lot this year.
Yeah, I don't know. It got to the point where like editing for me, I think I enjoyed it. And on projects that I'm really into and excited for, I do want to edit because I can do a good job.
Yeah.
But during, but like, now that I have so many other things that I can work on, there's some days where I'm like editing a video. I was like, man, like I wish I have a few different editors. I wish this editor could work on this. They could do a really good job with this.
Yeah. Sometimes
Like,
if it's like a really simple thumbnail and I just need to get it done, I have someone who I like throw it as like, hey, can you make this real quick? That's like an easy thing to do. But if it's something that you want to try out, like a new concept or something, or you want to just like, yeah, it's you kind of gotta sit on it.
Oh wait, are you okay with there being a visual bug for the time being? Because it's fixed otherwise.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, I'm fine with it. We'll fix it in post. You'll just have to tell me like, describe the health bar to me or something, describe where it should be. If you use a potion, how does it work when we write a script but someone else edits it? I write the script, I record it, I add notes in the script, and then I send them the script itself.
Exactly how I do it. Sometimes I'll just record the script, and then if there's something important during that moment, I just say that while I record the script, and then the editor knows what to do.
Okay, cool. The health bar just needs a refresh. It can be done by either taking damage or opening and closing his party menu. Okay, whenever you use a potion, just open and close your party menu.
Got it. All right, sick.
All right, we have a fix, finally. Yeah, it's just being compiled, and then we'll get the patch, and I will be good. Okay, apologies for the delay. Like, again, this, like I said, when I was talking to Atsign and Adrian about this is the most complicated mod that they have ever worked on.
It's really impressive.
There's a lot of things going on. When they were describing one of the bugs to me, a lot of it went over my.
We should connect our dev teams sometime, man. I think there's some really skilled people in both of them, and they could probably benefit from each other a lot.
Probably that could be a good just make a little server for everybody.
Yeah. The underground game studio.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. All right. They will send me this. It is just being changed here. No Shadows is as complicated as online SMO. Yeah. Have you watched any of that content at all? Are you into that at all?
I peeked through it. I'm not really super into Mario Odyssey, but like I definitely watched through it for like, you know how you sometimes watch a video just because you're interested in like how it's edited and stuff like that. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So Super Mario Odyssey Online. It's like a mod. Obviously, it's not in the game. One person did that. One person.
That's insane. That's super insane. Yeah. I think Kaizo Plus was like, that was like, I think on payroll there was like 6 people or something.
Like, there's more people now that it's kind of blown up a little bit. There's someone that like works on the server. There's some other people that does extra game modes. But like the initial, like just to get it working, Crafty Boss did it, and it's crazy because I remember after one of our streams he was like, okay, I'm gonna go fix the bug. Someone came into his chat. I tell this to people all the time to hype up Crafty. Whenever I'm like trying to explain Crafty, someone in his chat came in. And they're like, hey, I'm a network engineer. Where'd you go to school? Yeah. And Crafty was like, oh no, I didn't go to school. I just Googled everything. They're like, oh, like, well, how many years have you been working on this? It's like, a couple hours.
That's insane. Yeah.
Like, I remember seeing that, and I was like, oh my god, okay, Crafty, all right.
That's crazy.
Crafty's so cool.
The Crystal Kaizo Plus Discord server is like 20 people. Although to be fair, a lot of those are just testers. Like I just invite like a lot of like other like hardcore Nuzlocke players that are like do like high level stuff to like balance test the games basically.
Yeah.
Because that stuff is a little bit more intricate, but that's like technically so insane that like it's you'll hear stuff like this, right? I think like dude, one of the craziest things in the streaming space for me is like OBS, because this software is really impressive and really good, and it's basically developed by one guy or was developed by one guy originally, and then it's just open source, and he's gotten so many offers from so many huge companies to sell it, right?
Yeah.
But because he doesn't want it to be a product, he just wants it to be an open source thing that everybody can use. He's just refused like multiple like really, really high offers and just wants it to like stay open. It's super sick.
I mean, he's probably doing pretty good financially because there's like Patreon for it, right?
Yeah. But like he would definitely be doing better if he got bought out. Yeah.
Yeah, he'd be
yeah.
like multi-millionaire if
Yeah,
he
yeah,
sold
yeah.
OBS. Based. Yep. Yeah, because I know who copied it. Who copied
Was it
OBS?
Streamlabs?
Was it Streamlabs? And then like tried to like copyright
Yeah.
or something. It was silly. Yeah, slobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, Streamlabs, right?
Yeah.
The podcast isn't still going. No, they're sending me the build really quick. It just takes a while to compile or something. Yeah, they're just compiling it, I think. And they're just double checking that everything's good. That like stat changes are fine. Yeah. All right, I think I can probably start this up soon and we'll get back at it. Good. Let's hope it doesn't crash. It shouldn't crash. They've been pretty thorough.
We'll be good. We trust.
Yes. I mean, worst case scenario, we try again on I don't know, another day. You said you're busy until when? What's your busy range?
I'll probably be back November 2nd or 3rd.
And you said you wanted to do a video for this too, right?
Yeah.
When did you want that video out?
I kind of wanted that from today's stream. I think worst case we just play it without the potions from here, and we see how it goes. Just so I have
I'm
something
just
to upload.
like, when did you say you were gonna upload it though? Just so I know.
like end of the month.
End of the month, like
end
of October.
Yes.
Okay.
My editor is
Gotcha.
sweating right now, by the way.
Like that's like 4 days.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, try and make it as far as I can today then.
For sure.
Because I'll probably upload around the same time then.
Okay.
Just yeah. Let's see what they got here. Oh, they're compiling right now. Okay, yeah. They did double check something. Okay. Probably within the next 60 seconds, this game will be going.
Sick.
Okay. And yeah, I think what we could do is probably just like restart the battle.
Yeah.
And just
okay.
like act as if it's our first attempt.
The YouTube audience will be none the wiser.
Yeah, they'll never know.
Oh.
Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Just looking. Okay, that wasn't actually too bad. 60 minutes.
Nice.
Oh, Adrian's gotta go to take an exam, so if anything breaks, hope AdSign can. All right.
All right, let's go.
Good luck with the exam.
Good luck.
They fix it.
Whatever exam it
Perfect
is, it
time.
can't possibly be harder than what he just developed.
Yeah,
in this
actually,
fucking mod, right? Yeah.
Yeah, the pressure, all of your adrenaline and nerves have completely calmed down by now, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you using the new Google Pixel? What's the new Google Pixel number? I don't know. They come up with phones like every 6 months.
Yeah, I don't remember. I want my next phone to be a Pixel too. I have a OnePlus phone right now, and I think I got the first OnePlus phone that's like not good. They've fallen off. Pixel 7.
The Pixel 7? Okay, I think I have the 7. I don't know. I got the regular Pixel, the big one. I looked at the big one and I was like, wow, that wouldn't fit in my pocket.
Yeah. The main thing I don't like about my phone is like the camera is actually really shit. Like the software is just like really bad.
Yeah.
That's like the one thing. Like the Pixel's like camera software is like insane.
Okay, I didn't realize it was that good. Isn't it the 6? I don't know. Wait, when did the 7 come out? The 7 literally just came out. Okay, I have the 6. I'm refreshing the patch, the folder. There's the patch in it.
So I think that's really interesting to me. In Europe, it's way more common to have an Android phone. Like the percentage of iPhone users is way lower, and one of the main reasons is like, do you know about like the red bubble, green bubble shit with like group texts on like iPhones and stuff?
No.
Basically, functionality for like Android users on iMessage is shit.
Okay.
It's really bad. Group chats are really bad. Like it's all like really, really, really bad. And like the problem is that the main messaging app in the US for people is iMessage, or like right. So Android users super stick out. They have like a disadvantage, and there's like a whole bunch of shit like kids getting bullied at school for having Androids instead of iPhones. There's like a statistic about how like in the US, if you're on like Tinder and stuff, if you have an Android phone, you're less likely to get a date. Just like crazy stuff. And in Europe and a lot of other countries, our main messaging is WhatsApp, which is like platform neutral, right? It works the same on like every platform. So whether you have an Android or an iPhone, it doesn't matter. So a lot of people are like way more inclined to like buy Android phones. I think in the US with like young people, it's like 70% or something have an iPhone. It's really crazy.
Yeah, it is. So ridiculous. Isn't there like a thing with like the cables or something? Like it doesn't. How does that? I remember hearing something about cables as well, like the charging cables or something.
Are you talking about the fact that like all Android phones charge with like USB-C, and like the iPhone is like the only phone that needs like a different port nowadays?
Yeah, like a special cable.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's just like I've always had Android phones, and getting used to like iOS would be really annoying for me. Because like if you use an OS every single day, it's really hard to switch, I think.
Yeah,
it's just a lot of effort. Yeah.
I ended up the first phone that I had was a BlackBerry Curve.
Nice.
And then that fell through. I ended up getting a BlackBerry Z10.
Yeah.
Which I'm gonna be honest, it is probably the best phone I've ever had in terms of like user experience.
Yeah.
The just the way it worked was so nice.
Yeah.
I've never had a phone that it has been that good since then.
I just like, for me as a student, when I got my first phone, I really liked that I could just buy like an unlocked Android phone, like a Motorola back then or something, for like $150, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas iPhones were like so much more expensive. I still have my internet contract from them for my phone. I pay literally like I think €7 a month for my like phone internet, and that's it. That's my entire phone bill.
The one big negative to Canada is I believe it has the most expensive internet plans and phone plans in the world.
That's insane, really?
So at my old place, I paid 300 Canadian dollars a month for I think it was 250 down and up. With I think that was unlimited data.
Yeah.
For my internet plan. It was $300 for 250 megabytes down and 250 megabytes up. It was brutal.
What the fuck? That's insane.
Yeah, and I think
that's like a car.
Yeah. Yeah, I moved now, and I'm in a better place that had like a more service provider. So I think I pay 200 now for I think a gigabyte down and up, like
That's
fiber.
So insane.
Yeah.
I don't have unlimited data on my plan. It's like 1.5 gigabytes, which is, I don't ever go outside, so it's enough for me. I don't care.
Yeah.
And it's €7. It doesn't include the phone, to be fair. I still have to buy the phone myself. But like that's insane. That's a monthly car payment.
Yeah, my phone plan is extra on top of that. So I have my phone $55 a month.
Holy shit.
I get 100 minutes of internet or international calls, and 1 gigabyte of data.
Jesus.
So it's $55. It's because there's like an oligopoly, I think is the right term for it.
Yeah.
Where, yeah, I'm pretty sure my internet was more than my in my old place.
So insane. Hey, at least it's I don't know about you, but for me, at least it's a tax write-off.
Yeah.
Write off those €7 a month. Although with the amount of taxes I pay, it's actually so. The way that I think about tax, like obviously, a lot of people don't understand taxes on the internet ever. So when you write about tax payoffs, they're like write really dumb shit. To me, I feel like the correct way to think about a tax write-off is you think about what like your highest rate of taxes is that you pay right now, in like the bracket you're in, and that is basically the discount that you get on things that you buy for your business, right? So if you pay 50% taxes, you have a 50% write-off, a 50% discount on anything that you buy for that.
Yes.
Assuming that you really do need it, right? Like that's kind of
Yeah. Makes sense. I think it's similar with how it works here for business expenses. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So basically, I guess for chat, the reason it works this way is because you only pay taxes on the income that you don't spend on things for your business, right? You have your income and then the things that you pay for your like your spending for your business, and you only pay on what you actually made minus what went out. I feel like a lot of people on the internet literally think that having something be a tax write-off means that it's free or something.
Yeah, no, it's just you just get it at like a It's just to like not punish businesses for buying stuff, basically. Yeah. So it's like encourages them to buy things.
It just wouldn't make sense to do it otherwise, right? If you're like a business that has like an insane amount of that like makes an insane amount of money, but also spends an insane amount of money, right? That's like you would pay more. Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm. It allows businesses to expand. Something like that. Yep.
Tax write-off on commissioning CK Plus. Yep.
Oh my. Do you know what else is really expensive?
Yeah.
Flying within Canada.
Oh, I've heard about this. Yeah.
I took a flight to Copenhagen. It was I had to fly to Toronto to Copenhagen. That flight was as expensive as a 90-minute flight within Canada.
That's insane.
I flew to Europe for I think it was $100 more.
Yep. Yeah. No, I've heard about this. This is super crazy. Like flying within Europe is so cheap.
Like I checked and it's like $30 to go like to like a.
Yep.
What the hell?
Yep. When I want to go to Berlin from here, like if you put aside like being environmentally conscious and stuff like that, the best option for me to go is to take a plane. It's like a 20-minute flight, but it costs like I think I flew round trip once for $30, which is cheaper than the train, cheaper than taking the fucking bus. It's so insane.
That's wild.
Yeah.
It's cool that the infrastructure there allows for that though. Like that there's I mean you have so many options, like you have a train, a bus.
Yeah.
Like I'm not sure there's even I don't know if there's a train that you can take in Canada. Like not even a fast one at least. Yeah. Last year it was cheaper to fly from Calgary to London with a layover in Toronto than just to fly directly from Calgary to Toronto. Funny. I'm just waiting for that message that we're good to go.
We're good.
I'm refreshing the folder. I don't know how long compiling takes. This is a great podcast. Forget the game.
For sure. No, I mean it's nice that we have public. Dude, it's like, man, as I have a degree in traffic engineering, right? And it's just like whenever I'm in the US, and I'm sure Canada is similar, like the way that American cities are zoned pisses me off so fucking much. It's so
Why
insane.
is that?
It's just like I think the best way to explain it for me is that when I talk to my American friends, the fact that I walk to my grocery store is weird to them. Like, it's the most normal thing in the world if you live in Europe that you have a grocery store in fucking walking distance. Like,
that makes, you know what? I have to, it's a 10-minute drive for groceries for me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little bit closer than other people, but I literally have a 1-minute walk. And like,
Nice.
it's just like mixed zoning is so nice. To just like have every businesses and where people live, everything all together in one place in walkable cities and everything, having things be pedestrian friendly. Fuck, man. Like whenever I'm in the US and I basically have to drive everywhere I go. Whew.
That was the biggest difference I noticed in Copenhagen when I was there. It was it felt the same. It just felt like everything was closer. And it's not that everything was closer, it's just that like it's not only houses for like, 100 kilometers straight.
Yep.
There's like it's broken up a lot more.
Yep.
Okay, it's uploaded and things look okay. One issue is that items don't go down when you use honor code that.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Sweet.
I'm so excited.
We're good. We're good to go, chat. I just gotta start it up. Gotta drag some stuff around.
Let's go, boys.
All right, so we delete this one, apply this one, copy this over into here, delete that, do that, load this one. Okay, I think we're ready. I got to do some audio fixes. What was the bug? Ninkata.
By the way, I don't know if you have the. I'm still only seeing your desktop. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure if it maybe froze or something.
Nah. I'm just getting everything all started back up. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. There we go. Okay. You should be able to control your game.
Surely the link is going to work first try.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, let's go.
All right.
Okay.
We're linked up, baby.